Hello, my name is Caro Overdulve, and this is my assignment number 3 for class FIT 2217, Anatomy for Fitness Leaders, and I am analyzing the right hip joint. The 6 movements of the hip joint are flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, external rotation, and internal rotation. With respect specifically to the gluteus maximus and movements created using the gluteus maximus are hip extension accompanied with posterior pelvic rotation, external rotation of the hip, and the upper fibers of the gluteus maximus assist in hip abduction and the lower fibers assist in hip adduction. The factors affecting the range of motion of a hip joint are strength and tension of the ligaments surrounding the joint. If the muscles are not stretched or moved frequently, they can become stiff, which affects the range of motion at the joint. Articulation of the joint. In a joint such as the elbow joint, only flexion and extension can occur. However, in a ball and socket synovial type joint such as the hip joint, there is a wide variety of movements allowed, including flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, internal and external rotation. Body asymmetry. People who play asymmetrical sports such as tennis or baseball, where one side of the body is used more dominantly than the other, are likely to have less range of motion than in the dominant side than in the non-dominant side. Extra muscle or fat mass. Extra fat or muscle mass may inhibit the joint's normal range of motion by blocking its path of movement. For example, extra belly fat can limit how high you can flex the hip. The states of muscles and ligaments. The degree of hip flexion depends on whether the knee is flexed. If the knee is flexed, this relaxes the hamstring muscles and increases the range of flexion. Hip extension is limited by the joint capsule and the iliofemoral ligament. These structures can become taut during extension, which further limit the movement at the joint. Age and disuse. With age and prolonged disuse, there is a thinning of cartilage, shortening of ligaments, and loss of flexibility in the joint, which limits the range of motion in the joint. Finally, hormones. Joint flexibility can also be affected by hormones. Thank you.